Guys, welcome back to my finance channel. Now today's video is talking about how I do the personal finance in my 20s, and I don't have a much experience about the personal finance, but I'm going to be talking about based on the beginner in a finance and in the business stuff and all. So stick till the end to know how I do my personal financing, talking about how I manage my finance, talking about the spreadsheet and my accounts and how I receive the stuffs and my wallets and all. So let's get started with that. Before going good part, consider clicking the like button, guys. I really appreciate that. And if you want more such videos talking about the finance, the crypto, more such video about saving money, spending money and investing money, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. So whenever I'm going to upload it, you'll be getting notified about it. For those of you guys who don't know, I started with my own business like back on March of 2020. So I'm in the first year in my online business, and I started with the financing stuff few months back only. So I am a newbie and a beginner to the financing, investing, saving money and spending money and all. So I'm a newbie. So I'm going to talk about what I do as a newbie, as a beginner in this finance stuff. And yeah, guys. So talking about the personal finance now, all of my income is completely based online. I'm getting money each month into my bank account, especially from my online businesses. Like I have a bunch of the online businesses. I have also a channel talking about making money online. If you want to know more about it, then I'm going to leave the link of the channel description box below. If you want to make more money, then consider checking that channel out. I'm going to leave the link is in description box below. Okay, talking about the personal finance, the first I'm going to show you guys my spreadsheet of my income report, which I do each month, and I manage it like I'm spending, like I'm getting that money into my bank account each month, and from that I'm spending into my own business or for paying the taxes or for some other buying my stuffs. Like I'm an artist as well, so investing in my business, buying the different tools or paying money for some shopping and all that. So I'm going to show you my spreadsheet in a second, which I manage on my laptop, and I tend to do my financing and stuff and what I'm coming into my bank account and how I'm managing it basically in that spreadsheet only, because that spreadsheet really helps me a lot in knowing what is coming into my bank account and where it's going and how much money is left, how much I'm saving, what I can invest back into the crypto or even in the stocks and all. So this is a kind of a rough idea that I can get from the spreadsheet. So that's why spreadsheet works wonder. So let's hop onto my laptop and I'm going to show you my spreadsheet. It's not the revenue report, it's all the thing that I'm getting in my bank account. So I'm doing it from each month. You can see I've started back in the March 2020 and till I've reached to May 21, guys, and I'm maintaining it and how much I've made and what is coming in my bank account. So I started from the March of 20 and we reached till the May 21. So that is the spreadsheet that I have made in my laptop, and I regularly update that spreadsheet each month when I'm making expenses, when I'm spending somewhere or investing somewhere, or how much is coming into my bank account in that spreadsheet. And spreadsheet manages all my stuffs, and I can check it out anytime when I want to and see how much is going and how much is that. So that is one thing. The second thing, I'm going to talk about the wallet which I use. Most of my income comes from the wallets. That's a PayPal. I use a PayPal. Another one is the Stripe, from which my most of the income is coming, and I receive the payments from these wallets. That's a PayPal and the Stripe. These work really well. So if you also want to receive the payment from the online space and online income, it will almost work everywhere. Like if you're selling onto the some websites, onto the even onto some other platforms, like if you're selling your products onto different websites and making money, then the Stripe and PayPal works most of the marketplaces out there, most of the websites out there. And if not, you can also use the Payoneer. Like Payoneer also works so well. So these three platforms, these three websites works well, and these work as a wallet as well, and I'm receiving the money from these three into my bank account each month. So these are the wallets that I'm using. And another thing I'm going to talk about is the bank account, guys. Like I have most of the in my two bank account. One is the bank account in which I'm receiving the money, and the second one is care for my expenses. Like I'm not taking the money from the like I'm not spending the money from the bank account on which I'm receiving the money. But the one is care for only for the receiving the money, and from that I'm gonna just transfer a little bit amount of money into my second bank account, which is used for spending the money. So in that way I'm able to know that this much is coming and this much I'm spending. So that's the way of doing it. So many people have so many different bank accounts to manage it, because if you're having only a single bank account, in which you are receiving the money and from which you are spending the money, then obviously you won't be having that much control over your expenses and you won't be able to control it. So that's a good way to control my expenses, that I have 2 bank accounts. You can have more than 2. I've also heard some people have 10, 13 and they manage it so well, but it's again depend on each individual preference. But I find that using the 2 bank accounts works really well for me, because I can manage it well. In one I'm receiving all my money from my businesses, and in the second I'm going to transfer the money for which I need to make expenses for my subscriptions, for my online subscription, for paying the different bills, for paying the shopping bills, for the internet bills, and all different kinds of bills that I need to pay each month. So that is the 3 things I've covered. One was a spreadsheet, another one was the wallet, another one is a bank account. Now one thing I'm going to talk about, guys, is that if you're a completely newbie to the finance stuff like I am, this channel is exactly for you, because I'm going to be covering each and every things about the finance in small consumable step. When we hear about the finance, it seems a lot of it and we often get scared about it, but I'm going to break it down into small consumable steps. So if you're a completely a newbie and a beginner to the finance and you don't know how to manage your money, then this channel is exactly for you. So these are the 3 ways, like 3 things I preferably do. And I also have a diary and a journal, like along with the spreadsheet and along with my all the different styles, I also have a diary journal in which I write it down manually, like from which kind of website I'm receiving how much amount of money, from which business I'm receiving how much amount of money, because that diary works really well for me. And that diary keeps all the record. Like you don't need a diary to maintain your records, but I find that having the diary works really well for me, because I have onto the piece of paper, I can crisscross and manually do all the stuffs. And I'm more of a person of writing on the paper, so that's why I find that diary is also useful for me, along with keeping all these things. So this is the way I manage money. Now of course there is so much more about managing and financing your money and all that. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and each and every day I'm adding a new stuff onto my managing and financing the money. But that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you really find it useful and enjoyable. Do let me know in the comment section below, and if you want more such videos each week, then subscribe to my channel, so whenever I'm gonna upload it, you'll be getting notified about it. And that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you find it useful. See you the next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys, take care.